Hey you guys, this is Rafael from ShilohRelics.com. Thank you for watching these again. I appreciate each one of you that takes the time to watch them. I appreciate all of y'all that are sharing them. I've had a lot of new customers. I've had a lot of people comment on how they're enjoying them. Had a lot of people ask about things that they would like to know about. So I'm working on all of the above, trying to get everything that I can because I appreciate each one of you. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite guns that I've got right now. It doesn't look that impressive until you know the history behind it. These are what are known as a Pepperbox Revolver. And they get that name because they look like a pepper grinder. You notice the end of the barrel, it fires 6 shots of 31 caliber. The gun's a small gun. It measures 6.5 inches overall. 3.5 of those inches belong to the barrel cluster. And they're all made together. They've got ribs going in between the cylinders. And it's a classic design. And it's a design that was patented by Allen. And across the top of this part, which is known as the bar hammer, like this, it's marked Allen's patent. You see these fairly regularly because they made a lot of them. They sold them everywhere. What is special about some of them is who they were sold by. This one is one of those that's special because of where it went. This one went down to New Orleans, Louisiana. I apologize for that attempt at a Cajun accent. Mine's Tennessee, always going to be, always will be. It was sold by a firm in Louisiana by Hyde and Goodrich. And they were one of the premier businesses in New Orleans. They sold everything. They sold silver, they sold guns, they sold swords. If it could be sold, they would sell it, and they sold really good quality stuff. They contracted and had these actually marked on the hammer. On the side of the hammer, you've got this. It says Hide and Goodridge in big letters, or as big a letters as you could put on a small hammer. And above that, it says Hide and Goodrich, and then below that it'll say New Orleans. So you've got a heck of a mark. I've read about them in books and I've never owned one. Been in it 30 years and is the first one I've been able to buy in 30 years. And I was tickled when I got it because you just don't see them. The gun itself is dark. I mean, it's got cabin fever. It looks like it has been in a cabin for 150 years. I love that deep, rich flavor, the patina to it. The guns are made, you can see the scroll engraving on the side of the frames. You can see the one-piece walnut wood, or two-piece walnut wood grips, one panel on each side. They're original to the gun. This one has an assembly number of 103. These are kind of misleading because you'll see that and you'll think, this is the 103rd gun made. No, they are batch numbers. They made a lot of them, but you had to make sure that all the parts fit together and worked correctly. So they would put batch numbers on them. So when you see that 103, it's not the 103rd gun. It's the 103rd gun of that batch. It's a gun that the value is lying in the stamping. Without that stamping, in this condition, you can buy pepper boxes fairly regularly for that $500 to $700 range. You see those fairly regularly. Bet I had 10 or 15 of them last year alone. Because I like them, I buy them when I get a chance. That marking makes all the difference in the world because Hide and Goodrich is one that they know produced pieces that were used by the Confederacy. They went into business in New Orleans in 1816. They sold for decades. July 1861, though, the partnership was dissolved. And so we know that this gun would have been sold sometime before July 1861. And New Orleans fell in 1862. So it's a Southern gun. It's listed when you see one that is Southern and could have been used by a Confederate, you often hear them referred to as secondary Confederate arms because they have a chance. This one has a chance. It's a nice looking gun. It's never been monkeyed with. There's nothing replaced on it. What you see is what you got. And I try to always, if it has a repair, I try to list it because I don't mind repairs at all. Everything breaks. I had stuff broke on me, had to get fixed. But if it's straight out of the woods, unmessed with like this one, I love that, and I think you will too. This gun, you can go on to ShilohRelics.com. You can see pictures of it from every angle. The action still functions. And this is a gun I've got on there for $29.50. Sounds like a lot for a pepper box, but what would you take for yours? Nobody else got one. You buy this one, you will probably be the only person you know that has one. I hope that you guys are doing well. I'm so thankful for each one of you. Remember to go on to Shiloh Relics, look around. There's a few thousand different pieces on there. What I show you on here is only a fraction of what we got on there. Be sure that you order, know that you're appreciated. Your first order is very important. After that, you automatically get a return customer discount because I appreciate every one of you. And I want you to know every time you order, you'll see that thing that says return customer discount. And that's because I appreciate you. I appreciate everything because I realize a lot of folks that sell the same kind of stuff, but you choose to buy it from me. And I thank you for it. My family thanks you for it. And I appreciate everything I've been able to do in my life because you guys have supported me. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Remember to be kind. Everybody needs a little more kindness in their life. I hope you know I love you, and I'll catch you next time.